We're live. Hey, welcome to the podcast. So happy it started. Do. So happy it started.
It's very
We're throwing to Sean.
It's Friday and we're gonna talk about Megalopolis and we'll squawk and we'll go and have the best
Jesus
of times.
Christ.
Shut up! You try it. It's
No,
hard.
I was praying.
Yeah.
So sorry.
I was-
It's over.
Said the name of our
Welcome
Savior.
to the podcast.
That's a sin now, I guess.
So sorry.
Imagine if every time you're in church,
Christians
somebody
are
says
so
Jesus Christ,
persecuted.
and the guy from the back room,
Hey,
Shut up!
the priest. Don't do it. You do what I do. You try it. See how easy it is. Sir, I was praying. Then in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy
JC.
Ghost.
And the Holy.
It was cooler when they said Holy Ghost, like in the
Holy
20s
Spirit.
and 30s.
Yeah, you were there.
Holy Spirit, I was. Spiritually, I was. I've always existed. but
You want
this
that
is a whole
ghost to
belief
come into
system. Yeah, we don't want to get into.
I definitely don't.
But what, speaking of belief system,
And ghosts.
some believe in hell. Do you want to tell them what's happening with that? That was a good segue.
Yeah, hell. I don't think it exists. I think that it
will exist in a few weeks.
I think it's a construct that was invented to,
Keep you in line.
scare people. It's a scare tactic to have power over people. So I think it's a myth.
That's
Personally,
that.
Well, we'll have power over you on Saturday, October 26th, when Interactive Hell
Oh,
Festival.
you were talking about our stream.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you just wanted to get philosophical.
No.
Shit, my bad. Yeah, Hell Festival.
That's happening
That
Saturday,
exists.
October.
That
Oh,
does
29th.
exist.
Wait, the date's wrong on that.
God, the devil is real.
Take that 9, turn it into a 6.
The devil's a motherfucking liar.
the devil ever pulled on the world was convincing people Hellfest was on the 29th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted you to watch some other shit. He wanted you to turn on Twitch and you're seeing I Can Has Cupquake or whatever. That's a channel.
That's demonic shit, dude, that they
Yeah.
fucked the date up on us. That's straight from the pits of Hades right there. That's like level 6 Seraphan evil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Fallen
technically,
angel?
any plane
No.
of existence where you're not like one with God, like seeing him face to face, can
Oh.
be considered a form of hell. So some could argue that
Bet.
being alive here on Earth is its own hell.
Oh, I'm in it.
And you know, when
Yeah.
when you sin, when you're angry towards people, you're violent towards people, you steal, the guilt you feel, the burning you feel inside, that's you burning in hell. So it's not this place you go to, it's more of like a metaphysical, internally realized thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're made to suffer.
Yep. Okay. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
So, golden rule, do unto others, be a good guy.
Mm.
You're going to be good, right?
Yep.
Marco, my thoughts?
Agree?
Agree or disagree?
My take, you could, there is in theme song.
I got more philosophical musings. Just let me know what you want us to cover. Buddhism?
The I
I think we agreed to say Buddhism for the post show.
Zoroastrianism?
Whoa.
Okay, the bird religion. We'll talk about it all. Whatever you want.
Birdophobia.
Yeah, birdophobia. Exactly.
Hey, I just want to kind of kick this show off a little bit with an apology.
Oh, I'm ready. Give it to me. Apologize to me right now.
This
Go
is
ahead.
the YouTube. Do we have a YouTube apology theme song? Okay, yeah.
Wait, Sean will whip one up for you. Go ahead.
We said some things that we wish we didn't. Hope you can hear us out.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna do better.
Amen.
So much better. Now let's go home and shout.
Yeah, I'm not going home. I'm staying right here.
Shout.
It's very,
Forgiveness.
it's a very like 1950s Mickey Mouse Club coded.
I'm going home. Ah! I'm home.
Go home and shout.
I
Frankie
wanted
the
to
Vet.
apologize this really quick. Last week's show, I was
Sucked.
Yeah.
really. Well, sure, but
No, it was great. It was a good show.
I was really holding back and hiding
A big shit. Oh.
Well, yeah.
Sorry. The
Well,
intrusive thoughts are coming out.
okay. You want to get into it?
I'll
Sure.
stop. I'll stop.
How truly exhausted I was
Oh.
because I had done Knott's Scary Farm the night before, so I was like,
Oh, so you
I'm here.
you had too much fun at play. You couldn't go to work.
I did.
Sorry, I was at a theme park all night.
No, but I was like, there were so many things I wanted to share, and I was okay, we can do, but I want to share what the apology is about. Truly is
You apologize.
I withheld important information.
Tax
People were talking about Megalopolis. We don't need to get into that on this because I actually recorded a video with Johnny where we got into the debate, and that was what the point of the movie was, to inspire debate. So that's going up on my channel later. That'll be like after the show today. It'll be up on my channel. So you could go watch that.
Johnny.
But
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, but the one thing I withheld that I do think is important to share is the experience of watching the movie. It really was like one of you guys wrote it this way. And I honestly, for a second, thought like someone here is joining us and they pranked us. Oh, no, it's not them. Okay.
What are you talking about?
When we saw the movie, the theater was, this may shock you, empty.
Okay.
Guy down there, couple people way up there. Otherwise, me and Johnny in the middle of the theater, totally empty.
Damn.
And then what do we see as we're sitting there? I'm gonna simulate this.
Okay.
And Jesus Christ. I'm gonna simulate this, and no offense to the person I do this to, but it's
Okay.
nothing against you. It's just I think you would enjoy it the least.
All right. We were told this was going to be a short segment.
Why'd he come over to me? Oh, wait.
Okay. This is what we saw. 8.
Oh God.
Okay. Why would I enjoy this?
lights
the
And
least?
again, to set the stage, empty theater.
The light is still on, too.
He bought a seat. Popcorn. Thank you. Nom, 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 nom. Hey, what's your name?
You're not acting like Johnny right now.
Oh, it's Johnny?
Johnny.
So yeah, this guy sits, is on Johnny. Sits
Yeah.
next. It's like, the fucking theater's empty. Johnny, I will say, immediately didn't hesitate. Went, okay, hey Rocco, do you want to move down, or should I just switch to the other side of
He
you?
just said that.
And he looked like, I always use this term during situations like this, like he was stood up at prom.
Oh no.
He had that look of like, you're getting up?
well, we're in this together.
Why the fuck did you sit right next to me?
You didn't just put your arm around the guy? Start flirting?
No, he reeked of alcohol.
Yeah, so.
Did he fall asleep?
No. Well, maybe he was fighting it. I don't know. But the whole movie, it was one of those things where he kept like trying to lock in, like,
Oh yeah.
Oh.
and then would leave and get another drink and come back.
Oh, yeah. They serve alcohol.
But
in
anyway,
theaters now.
it was, I was laughing so hard, empty theater. And he just plopped right next to Johnny. It was like, what the fuck is happening? Anyway, that was the only thing I was sad I withheld. But the movie itself, you could go watch the video on my channel later. It just goes on and on.
Okay.
And on. So
Well,
you don't need to be subjected to that.
That reminds me of the first time I took a Uber, I got in the front seat with the dude. And I was just all smiles, like, how's it going?
And he's like, you don't get up.
What country are you from?
Get out of here.
I asked him that. I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You did everything wrong.
Oh, fuck. See, that's why I have a bad rating.
I knew it.
Guys, these are jokes.
You know, you haven't said much. Are you from America?
These are jokes.
Is it okay that I'm in the front seat?
He did tell
Not
me
a
to
lot of
move.
gray in your beard.
Yeah.
That's a
You
deep
dye
cut.
it?
That's a deep cut. If you watch the
pre-show.
pre-show, you get that one.
Speaking of Uber, I don't think we even talked about, we booked when we left PAX, we booked a Uber XL because, it was a few of us leaving the show and we had a lot of luggage. So it's like, okay, we got to get a bigger vehicle.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not just our stuff. It's like booth stuff.
Yeah,
It's not-
suitcases
it's-
of
yeah, it's not-
gear and stuff like that. And yeah, they sent a Tesla, and I'm like, oh, this must be like that van, like the Tesla van that they have. Okay, cool. I don't know what the different model Teslas are. I don't know. So they sent it. It was not that. It was like a regular Tesla that the guy tried to make some more room in.
Yeah.
It was like,
He kept saying,
that's not
this will
XL.
work. This will work. This will work. I'm like, there's a lot of suitcases. And so basically, I think I'm pretty much on Johnny's lap. My arm has to be literally around him like this. Like it has to be. 'cause there's no
Johnny
other
was
way.
straddling me and Sean's laps. Let's
He
just
was.
say that.
And the guy
One leg on each.
kept saying, oh, have you seen this? What is it? Psycho mode? What is it called? What was
Ludicrous mode.
And he just kept
That's where he swerves a lot.
going from 0 to as fast as he could.
Yeah.
No.
But it was during rush hour.
And you guys are all crammed
We're
in
crammed in the
sardines.
back, and he's hitting ludicrous mode. And we are going like 0 to 50 when there's a car like 15 feet in front of us. Like, no, don't do
Yes.
Is ludicrous mode a feature?
this. It is.
Yes. You can get it installed in a Tesla, and it's a button. I think it's a physical button, but maybe I'm wrong. It might just be a thing on
It's
the
like the
panel.
Men in Black button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's basically like 0 to 60 in like 1 second or something. It's like immediate.
What?
Yeah, it
That
goes.
seems like that should be illegal.
Performance.
Well, I agree. But.
Who needs to go 60 miles an hour in 1
Well,
second?
this Uber driver,
Elon,
when there's a
dude.
car 10 feet in front of you, he needed to do that.
He kept showing it to us and laughing, like, "Isn't that cool?" It's like, "Get me the fuck out of this car!"
I've never been more scared in
And-
Uber in my life.
And the whole time we're going, hey, yeah. I'm taking wide angle photos of us in the back seat, and I'm submitting them all to Uber. Like, this is not the right vehicle. Why are we in this? This guy is hitting this button, and I'm taking media of all this stuff and sending it from the back seat. And you know what they did? This was actually cool. Uber reached out and they were like, "We're so sorry that happened. We're actually going to refund you the difference of the XL versus the regular," and it was $1.25. So thank you, Uber.
Thank you.
Uber. That was you guys did it right. We got the $1.25
right.
back.
People are always accusing them of being a cold-hearted corporation, but this just proves they
Yep.
are
care.
slightly less than what you thought.
They have a heart. And I really kind of just
They
I
have
appreciate that.
$1.25 worth of heart
Yeah.
left in
Thank
them.
goodness.
Yeah.
What is a heart worth? We'll answer that today.
Well, we've covered it all so far. Uber stories,
Yep.
seat stories.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Good
This is the
show.
seating special.
I think we've hit pretty much the mark at this point. So anything else from this point out is gravy.
That's bonus.
It's gravy.
Well, we mentioned seating so much. I think we should talk about laying in bed.
Okay. Oh, yes.
So
One of my
Derek
favorite.
asked before the show started,
Yeah.
what's Alarmo?
What's Alarmo?
So we could talk about that.
What is Alarmo? I thought it was a joke, but then I realized it seemed like an April Fool's type situation.
It's a
Yeah.
Nintendo product.
It's a
correct?
Nintendo alarm clock.
Nintendo finally released new hardware this week.
It's an
and
alarm clock
it
that
is-
cost $100.
Oh, that's expensive.
And I guess you don't have to hit a button on it.
No, it has a big
but
button
it
on
notices you when you get up.
Yeah.
But if you it starts making sound, you can choose which game you want, like let's say Mario.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it starts playing the music and having the coins effect.
Oh, they're hitting you with the nostalgia.
But if you roll over away from the clock, it amps it up. It's like, oh, I don't think so, fucker.
Time.
Oh,
wow.
You start to hear like Bowser and stuff come
Yeah.
in if you take too long to get up. It has a sensor that senses you in bed.
And when you get up, it plays that like no.
that's Final
It's like
Fantasy,
da 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 da. You know the Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Da 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 da.
Yeah.
And it's like celebrating the fact that you got up. It truly looks like maybe one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life.
And it's $100.
And it's $100.
Does it have a LCD screen like
Yeah.
dancing
Yeah.
Pikachu and
No, I
okay.
mean it's
Yeah,
a,
yeah,
it's
it
a
is a
little
picture of
circle.
it.
It's a full, yeah.
You want to see the video?
I mean,
does it talk to you?
no,
It's a me, Alarmo.
no. And you can change you can have like these Zelda
Yeah, it's longer
themes.
than it
God,
should
this is
be.
a 5-minute video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
Zelda
Yeah,
is a
what-
theme.
What are they hitting you with? Like Mario, Zelda, what?
They're
Donkey
showing
Kong?
like a 14-year-old girl using this. This is for like 45-year-old dudes.
Well, so this is
Let's be real.
This is my next point. This is my next point.
Yeah.
It was cracking me up because they show the tech, and the tech, it's. I will say a part of me was jazzed by this because it feels like an old Nintendo idea. Like Nintendo's always made weird gadgets and stuff, even back before they made consoles. So I was like, oh, this is kind of in touch with that.
All that
but then they
cardboard
show
stuff.
it. Yeah, then they show it and it's like, yeah, it senses when you get up and like the Zelda one and once you actually get up, it senses that. Okay, cool. And then you look through the tech and it's like only works on one person. If there's anything more than one person in the bed, it will not work.
Oh,
and
so
Well, they know their audience.
yeah, they do.
Is it really? Is that true?
This is the single.
Oh,
So I
no.
saw a tweet that was cracking me up that was like, okay, pros and cons of marriage. Finally, sex.
This is for the neats.
Cons, no more Alarmo. And I was like, agreed.
Well, to be fair, that's the perfect excuse for a girl when she goes over to a guy's house,
Yeah.
Tinder date,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
looks in the corner, sees the Nintendo Alarmo.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I wouldn't want to stop your alarm clock from working.
I got
You're
it.
gonna miss work.
I think I'm just gonna go sleep at home
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, because I want to. Yeah,
I don't want to fuck your day up.
your sleep schedule up.
Or anything.
Yeah.
Two things really bug me. First of all, the screen on it looks like it's just a big round screen.
Yeah.
I hate this. It's actually just a square screen
Oh,
with black around it. Like
Terrible.
you can actually physically get these at the Nintendo store in New York right now.
Oh.
And people got it, and it's like, I hate that. That
Terrible
just bugs me. It
design.
should be the whole thing.
Yeah.
But and it has no power adapter. It has a USB-C cable and no brick. I'm like, we got to end that trend where all these devices keep coming out and they don't have the brick to plug it
I'm
in.
so
I
sick
feel
of
like it's not just that. It's Apple. It's Nintendo.
also,
it bugs me.
$100.
Yeah, that's
for
ridiculous.
an alarm clock that doesn't even have the thing you can plug it into.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
I'm
This is
just
the craziest thing. Also,
I'm so bummed that I can't get this to wake up with Mario and Link. I gotta just keep spooning my girlfriend who's all
I know.
warm and smells good.
Every-
Creep is
every-
What
settling
a
in.
bummer.
everyone has an alarm clock now. That's not an issue. Like, that is like
Well, once the phones
That's what
became
I'm saying.
dominant,
Like,
I
that
stopped
is-
using my alarm clock.
that's
This is creep fuel.
there is
This is creep fuel. Have I explained the creep? I don't think I have.
I don't
This
think
is a
so.
term that I've coined because I consistently find myself just being angry at life
Okay.
because society is so bad.
Mm.
And sometimes you're just driving in your car and you're thinking about, man, I went to this shitty event yesterday and it was $100 to get in and the parking was an extra $30 and there was no parking. I had to park 3 miles away, $130. And I walked in there and the food was $25 per item and I had to get 3 items. So it was $75 to get a soda, fries, and a subpar hamburger. And then the hamburger made me sick. And I basically had to spend $300 on a shitty night. And that's everywhere I go. And suddenly you realize like, oh man, I've just been like ranting. I've just been like ranting in my car for like 10 minutes, hating on society. And I call that feeling the creep, when you just get this creeping feeling of like uncontrollable negativity because you feel so beaten down by how bad the world is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this clock gives me the creep. It gives me, it's creep fuel. I just look
creep.
at this and I'm like $100 and they don't even give you the brick to charge it.
And that's the thing is like usually Nintendo is pretty good at avoiding you feeling that way. Like they're pretty good at that. But this is like, what happened? Why would you do this?
I think you'll catch yourself. You'll be thinking about the creep from now on. You'll be like, uh-oh, I'm feeling the creep take over.
If it was $30, $30,
Yeah, that's how you feel.
Yeah.
The thing that
What the hell am I doing here?
I don't even care personally that it's that and it's $100. Like that's not a great price, but whatever, it exists. You don't have to get it. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. But what blew my mind was that thing, the thing with only one person can do it, and then it's like, yeah, and all these other alarm faces, like it's got a few out of the box, but there are more.
Yeah.
There are more
Yeah.
with as long as you have a Nintendo Switch Online account, and everyone's like,
Yo.
your alarm clock needs an
What?
online subscription. Like that was where I went. Okay, no, all right, forget it.
That's where the creep
Out.
crawls
Also,
in.
Dude, our
they-
subscription video.
Yeah.
Another example.
We're alarm
Gotta
clock.
repost that
We
today.
should, yeah.
Also, I will say they blew it. You could switch it between a few different series, Mario and then Zelda. But the other ones, it's like Ring Fit and Splatoon.
Yeah,
First
Splatoon.
of all,
Oh,
they show
Splatoon's
that
great.
They show that Animal Crossing is coming later. That should have been in it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you what it needed. Metroid, because what does every Metroid game have? The countdown to get out of the ship before it explodes. That should have been the alarm.
That is
and it's counting down.
Dude, I don't know. I saw the commercial and they showed this Splatoon thing and it's a guy sleeping. All of a sudden,
He wakes up to gunfire. Yeah.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, he wakes
Why
up to
would you want
gunfire.
this?
Vietnam flashbacks every morning.
Why would you pick that?
But to me, the biggest problem overall in general with it is, I'll just say personally, maybe you guys will agree. Anything I wake up to, like when I set a song, like, oh, I'm going to set it to play this song to wake up, on my computer or something. I always fucking hate that song. I can never listen to it again.
Yeah.
So I don't want Nintendo part of that.
Yeah, you
I
don't
don't
want to
wanna
hear like
hate
the chord
Mario.
sound. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to hate Zelda.
Yeah.
So
It
That
just
was my biggest
it just
thing
it was a weird move. It came out of nowhere, but it's so funny because I kept seeing like cheap ass gamer post like, yeah, they're still available if you want to get one. They're not sold out. Like I think they're waiting for this to sell out. It's still here.
It's not going in.
You can still get one.
I'm listening to everything you're saying, and I still don't understand like why it's $100.
I don't know.
To me, this seems like this would be great at $25.
Yeah.
If this was $39.99, cool.
Yeah, maybe. Sure.
If it was $60, I would be like,
Price of a game.
But if you really like Nintendo,
okay, yeah.
price of a game,
All
I
right,
think that's fair.
It's a Nintendo collector's item.
Sure.
$60. $100? What am I paying $100 for here?
to wake up.
It's got to be connected to the internet.
I already
That's
have my
bullshit.
fucking phone
Yeah,
to wake me
That's what I'm
up.
saying. Like the fact that it can sense you is what I think they're like banking on.
Who gives a shit?
That's what I'm saying. Who cares?
Who fucking it can? I don't want it to sense me. I don't want it to fucking sniff me or whatever the fuck it does.
Yeah, like
I program a time I want to wake up. You play a noise at that time. That's an alarm clock.
you tell me there's
What do we
a
do?
sensor and a
What-
camera in this thing. What is the Alarmo gonna see? What is the Alarmo?
Yeah,
because
because you're
A lot of dick beating.
because you're never. The thing that's crazy is you're never carrying a device with cameras on both sides of it. So it's the alarm clock that gets me.
Yeah.
Why are we overcomplicating? What's next? Like Nintendo light switch? But
Actually, I kind of want to know what that's like. To be honest,
the light switch alerts other people when you're in the room. Like just it does one
log-
function.
Does it even log like your sleep data? Does it tell if you're having interruptions?
Yeah, then Mario chastises you. Oh, a sleep debt that cannot be made up. You really want to get to 8 hours at least.
You
is
need
someone
a
in the
CPAP.
bed with you? I'm going away.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. You clearly have someone else. I'm going to leave.
Yeah. You know what?
So that's alarm.
Speaking of packs, someone fucked with us, and this is a prank that it's a silent prank that they'll set it for you and they'll never get the benefit of it.
Oh.
But someone set the alarm
In your hotel.
in our hotel room to 5:30.
Oh, wow.
What?
What are the odds of
Somebody set the alarm at 11:45.
Yeah.
What the
that?
fuck?
For a merch
when
drop.
Rocco usually wakes up.
Our merch drop going up in a minute. That's what
Dang.
I'm looking for.
Well, someone set the
time.
alarm for 5:30 in the morning. And obviously, like the housekeeper is not going to see that or notice that.
Uh-huh.
So, but our first night, all of a sudden, 5:30, like the alarm goes off. I don't know how to turn this thing on. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck is happening,
Bro.
dude? Don't do that.
I
If
bet
you
it
go to
was
the
a prank. I bet they just left it on for themselves.
I
had to
I
get to the
firmly believe that no person uses those alarm clocks
well,
anymore.
that's true too. I unplug them when I get into the room.
I was gonna say, Garrett, and I was gonna tell you, Sean. I think that's happened to me at like half the hotels I've stayed at. The alarm goes off at like 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. or whatever. So yeah, almost every time. Clearly, I forgot that night. But
we got hosed.
But actually
Usually
didn't
I
hear
need
it.
that outlet.
You
But
didn't hear it? Yeah, it woke me up and I couldn't go back to bed. I was up.
I
at
sleep with
5:30.
earplugs, so I guess I just missed it. But yeah, just about every time I go and like, all right, unplug, and then I go to bed. I do that every time. And also sometimes they're just really bright.
Yeah,
Oh, that too.
Like it's like lighting up the room. It's like, what are we doing?
Do you ever have like the smoke detector that's the really like bright light on the ceiling? It's like fuck off with
I
it.
disable those.
Yeah,
there you go.
same here.
Smart.
Spray paint.
I smoke until they're done.
Yeah, smoke them out.
Yeah.
Invite the smoker over to your room.
Yeah.
Well, we do have Patreon with people who gave us some topics, and I want to get to some of these because I want to give the people what they want. Essentially, one of the questions here is, Is anyone getting the Krabby Patty from Wendy's?
Okay, dude.
What is that?
Yes, I will be getting it. I haven't got it yet. No spoilers if you've already tasted it.
Spoiler. What it? I know it's SpongeBob, but like, what is there doing a thing with Wendy's? What is
Yes.
the difference of
Sounds like
what
a
makes it a
tie-in.
Krabby Patty at Wendy's?
Well, okay, so the original Krabby Patty was fictional, so
Right.
you couldn't eat one.
That's
Yeah,
But now
animated.
Wendy's,
It's just a hamburger.
well, it's a Krabby Patty.
But what is a Krabby Patty?
I was criticizing the Krabby Patty at work the other day, and Meg yelled at me.
Oh,
So-
got in trouble with Meg.
Is she around here?
Yeah.
Meg, can you hear me?
Oh, she can hear you.
Hears.
Do you remember yelling at me about the Krabby Patty?
All right, here.
Yeah, that was basically that. Like, you ever see those movies where somebody's secretly possessed by the devil, but you don't know until you get enrage the demon's ire, and
Suddenly the voice comes out.
I was talking normally, and then suddenly I went, "It's not just a Wendy's hamburger." I don't know what happened.
Why are you so passionate about the Krabby
I
Patty?
love SpongeBob.
Oh. All right.
Fun of him.
What is? Have you had it?
No.
I wasn't making fun of Sponge. I was just saying it's just a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
yeah.
Of course.
It's not. It's a Krabby Patty.
You were like, it's because I think Johnny said, "Oh wow, there's SpongeBob branding on it," and you were like, "Well, yeah, it's because without the branding, it's just a Wendy's hamburger." And I was like,
Yeah.
"It's not a hamburger."
Well, you convinced me because now I'm dying to get the Krabby Patty.
Yeah, you're all in. You should get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't spoil it for Derek then, but my buddy who got one, it's really looking really great.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't want
I'm
to.
about
I
to
was
yell
just
at
gonna
you.
say,
Don't spoil this food.
the thing that I will say,
Thanks, Meg.
thank you, Meg. I have no investment in SpongeBob. I wasn't going to go to this, but in LA, they decorated a Wendy's to be like themed to like,
Oh,
it's
that's
the,
cool.
whatever. But they
The
fucking,
Krusty Krab.
yeah, that's what it was. But they didn't fucking change any of the stuff. Like the packaging was the same. It's like they got a burger and fries. It was like, you guys couldn't put like a little zest into this. Like,
You know?
it was like, really? Like there was still no effort put into it.
Mm.
But one of the things is like a pineapple shake or something like
It was
that.
very Weenie Hut Jr. is basically what you're saying.
There you go. But
What's that?
I guess the shake is good.
What's Weenie Hut Jr.?
I don't know.
I
Oh.
don't even have time to.
There
was the Weenie Hut, but if you couldn't get into that, you had to go to the Weenie Hut Jr.
I think that if you're gonna do like a themed thing, it should taste fucked up. Like it should be like brine, like seawater on
Thank
it, or
you.
like it's like this is the Star Wars inside.
Yeah.
Star Wars land.
Yeah.
The food, the blue
The
milk,
blue milk
should taste
Thank
kinda
you. I'm so glad Kevin's not on this
weird.
show because he's always like, no, why wouldn't it taste good?
But still, the
No.
Krabby Patty, it should be made out of like crab meat, like
Exactly.
Well, you would
like that.
I
You
know.
it wouldn't be fucked up.
Garrett,
Put-
the only
put
guy
like-
who eats the sea
That's a good
dog
point.
at
Counterpoint.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they discontinued the seed.
Yeah, we know
I
why. Because
wonder
only
why,
one
yeah.
person on the planet ordered it.
Does anyone know why they discontinued
Too
Sea
much,
Dog?
too much foodborne illness.
No, fish sticks are fine.
What fast food place serves fish sticks?
Long
Long
John
John
Silver's.
Silver's.
They went out of business.
Yeah, there's like
they're
one
still
in National
around,
City.
though.
There's one by the old
Okay.
studio that's still
I'll-
kicking.
I'll
No.
hand it to
No,
them.
it's gone?
It's gone.
That's gone.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
where am I
that,
gonna get my hush puppies?
that was the last bastion.
Oh, well.
out
All
here.
right, so that's
They love you.
that's the Krabby Patty question. Thank you, Crow.
I don't really do the food tie-in things. I never have.
No.
Like the Sawiti sauce they did at McDonald's, or the Rick and Morty sauce, or
That I just threw a fit in the restaurant. I
you
didn't
just
eat the
shit your
sauce.
pants on.
I did have a thing I wanted to bring up. If it's not Krabby Patty related, but it's
Oh.
another kid show. I don't know if anybody else saw this, but they are doing a major Power Rangers auction.
Oh, I saw you posted something about this.
Hasbro is like dumping. They are silently like dumping that show.
Oh.
That was the
Um,
next question, actually.
Oh, really?
Rocco, are you eyeing anything from the Power Rangers auction?
There you go.
Wow. So yeah, they are. They inherited the show from Saban, and I guess they kept all the warehouses Saban had. So they've got stuff going back 30 years.
Jeez.
Like they have the suits from the movie, like the Mighty Morphin movie, like the armored suits intact.
Whoa.
They're there. But man, I'm not eyeing any of that because everybody's going to be going for that. But there's some deep cuts in there. The auction is so thorough. There's Beetleborgs in there. Like,
oh shit!
Beetleborg
No one
helmets.
gives a fuck about
So
Beetleborg.
that's what I'm gunning for. But
Ah.
it's really sad that they're just dumping. It's like, yeah, here's 30 years of saved stuff, and we're just throwing it out. But I also like, I guess if it's what
How
nothing's going on with it.
expensive?
Yeah,
to
what do you
house
think-
and
Yeah.
to archive all this stuff.
What do you think?
And now they're finally just like, yeah, dump it.
What do you think we'll go for?
Man, that's what I don't know is like, I always see like when they do Disney auctions and stuff, but there's like super rich mega collectors out there.
Yeah.
So like, oh, that thing from Peter Pan, $500,000. Wait, whoa. Power Rangers and Beetleborg? Like,
But they have Power Morphicon. There are people out there
people,
who are very passionate.
but
about
how
it.
many? You know,
That's-
there's
and how much
thousands of
money they
items in
got.
this. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna keep my eye on some stuff.
Yeah.
They have Serpentera's head. That's probably my
Oh.
number one.
What would you? Okay.
You
Lord
got to
Zed's-
mount that
Lord
on your
Zed's
wall.
sword.
What would you be willing to pay for Serpentera's head?
I can't even fathom how much.
If I said you could have it today for $1,000, would you do it?
Have you placed a bid
yeah,
yet?
I would.
You
I'd
would.
find a way to make that happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone said, all right, Yakuza style, Pinky, but you get the
Whoa.
screen use Serpentera, I'd be like, damn.
You would be willing to cut off a pinky for
I'd be like,
Serpentera?
it's- dude,
What do you need
have
a pinky
seen
for?
it?
That's worth way more than $1,000.
That thing is like, I wouldn't, it would be so amazing that I would own that. It would be worth it.
A
What- all right.
pinky?
Pinky and ring finger.
See, now we're getting
2 fingers.
like, 2 is a lot. 2's a lot.
Finger?
Okay, pinky and pinky toe.
Ooh.
I don't give a shit. All I do with my pinky toe is hit it on a fucking coffee table. Might as well get rid of it.
Get rid of that thing.
Who cares?
Phantom
No.
pain. Who cares?
1 pinky and 2 pinky toes.
And no pinky toes left.
Yeah.
For
fuck,
Serpentera?
Bye.
Oh my God.
Bye.
Both, okay, all
What are they
pinkies.
good
That,
for?
you know what?
Every
Hey,
pinky involved.
hey, for real, pinky toes affect your balance,
Yeah.
but pinky finger don't do shit.
Yeah. See, I'd rather.
Pinky
I'd rather use-
finger
There's something.
is how you control, stabilize the katana.
Oh, and you probably
Yeah, I
won't
ain't
be
doing
let into
that.
certain bathhouses because it's kind of a.
Oh.
You
Well,
know.
I could do. I can't do that anymore.
You're telling me the
No
pinky
shocker.
fingers
I could
don't
do
do
that.
anything? They gotta do something.
Yeah. You can't go to Shaka and hope.
But
Yeah.
that is true though, isn't it? About the balance thing. Oh, shut up.
Rocco.
What about the balance thing? I have heard that.
Yeah.
If you don't,
Yeah,
if
toes.
you don't respond to that alarm, Bowser's gonna show up and yell at you.
Hey, fucker!
Jack
Dude.
Black.
It's time to wake up, bitch. It would work perfectly if it was only me on the podcast. Sorry, guys.
I
That
think
would
a
work
finger to me is like priceless. Like I don't want to lose a finger.
perfect. Okay, and Serpentera's not. Thank you.
Would you sacrifice a finger to throw out the first pitch at a Padres baseball game?
No.
What if 1 pinky, you could throw out the first pitch to any baseball game you wanted for the rest of your life?
I would not do it.
It's not the
I
whole
wouldn't do
pinky. It's
Okay,
above the
because
knuckle.
1 pinky,
Above the knuckle. Oh.
1 pinky, the baseball offers on the table, and you get $1,000 for you get paid $1,000 every time you throw a baseball out.
Well, I mean, I do. Now I'm
do
making
love
money.
money.
Now I'm making money. Not losing money. No, I don't think so. I really can't imagine losing a finger. That
You
sounds
fucked
terrible,
up, dude.
That sounds
I just
terrible.
gave you a financial plan that would lead you to unlimited wealth,
Yeah.
fame, and your dream would come true.
You-
and you don't want
don't want
won't-
that?
You
I
won't
do.
sacrifice a little
Okay,
pinky for it?
fine. If I could be truthfully, if I could be financially set for the rest of my life, yeah, I'll lose a pinky for that.
Okay.
If that's what you're saying. If that's what
See-
you're saying, sure.
I know some guys that lost a finger just because they were at work and weren't
They
really
weren't
paying
paying
attention.
yeah.
And they didn't get shit.
They
And
didn't
you're
jack shit.
Not to
you're just making them look like fools.
not to tie it back into the Power Rangers thing, but what's crazy is the Black Ranger Zach
Yeah.
was always missing a finger, and it took people years to notice it in the show.
Really?
I think it's this finger.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, he talked about it later. He was like, "Yeah, I was a kid. I played with fireworks,
It's always
and
fireworks.
it blew it off." But you never noticed it. You see the show, you never think about it. But
Well,
anyway,
he was
know-
always like dancing so fast.
Yeah.
Who's gonna?
hip hop keto.
Speaking of
Can't play
auction,
piano though.
I think I brought this up on a podcast before, but it's baseball related. But there was Shohei Ohtani hit a 50th home run baseball,
That's right.
and some guy got it. The Dodgers offered him $300,000 that day. Like, hey, well, we want that ball, $300,000. He's just a guy in the stands who
In Florida.
got a ball. Yeah, he said no.
Florida man.
I'm going to auction off instead. Exactly, but I don't know. I think the auction happened. I don't know what he got for it. Is it more than $300,000?
It was, yeah. That dude
I
was
gotta
super
look it up.
smart. That dude was so smart.
Because if you're just at a game, and then all of a sudden you could leave with $300,000.
But I love that a guy in Florida, just a guy, told the LA Dodgers to
go
fuck
fuck
you. And then just said, I'm taking this ball
That's
right to the auction house.
crazy.
Speaking of Florida, I want to give a heartfelt condolences to our fans who are
for real,
in
though.
Florida. If you were
Awful.
affected by the hurricane, we're sorry to hear it.
In North Carolina.
And North Carolina. Yeah, all the affected area.
Dude, I used to, as a kid, my grandma lived in Sarasota, Florida. I remember going there all the time. And I just saw like that Sarasota is fucked. It was so sad to see like, all those videos. Like, yo, I remember like being in these places when I was a kid. Like, that's terrible.
Yeah.
It got messed
yeah,
up.
it looks rough out there. So we hope you're all doing okay if you're in the affected area. If you know, hope you're doing well. If you're watching this show, then we're assuming that you know at least you have us today.
At least the internet's on.
Somebody on Patreon actually posted from the affected area, and they let me see if I can pull it up here if I can find it. Oh, I had it here a second ago. Well, they basically said that they're doing okay, but they wanted to know if we have any crazy storm or weather event stories of our own.
Just the fires.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
we
that-
got.
Fire, I mean, yeah.
I definitely remember
What year was that firestorm?
2003.
Yeah.
And I remember like there are so many
We
houses.
podcasted that night.
Did we really?
Yeah, we
No,
were-
no, it was 2003. We weren't doing the podcast yet.
There was a second firestorm
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
in
There's been
2000 and like
Seven.
something.
I want to say 2011, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That late?
And
No.
I remember we were podcasting and
Mm.
like half of Harbinson Canyon, which is out here in El Cajon, burned down.
Yeah, I remember
that down.
going like to like my friend's house and then my at the time girlfriend's house and like trying to throw like water on the roof.
My
and, like, all
girlfriend's
this
house
shit.
at the time burned down.
And then really because
Yeah.
the firefighters ran into the house, so we had to like evacuate because like it was like catching fire and we had to go out.
Fuck.
Although like they saved their house, didn't burn down, but that was fucking crazy.
all my bandmates had thrown all their drum equipment and practice gear and amps and stuff because it was all at our practice space, which was burned down. So like my house was just had a spare room full of like all my friends'
That's
shit.
crazy.
Because I think like 3 of my friends lost their homes in that Harbinson Canyon fire.
That's the one that my grandparents lost, like their like little like cabin thing they had.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Julian.
And ashes. It was like fucking Mordor at night where you just see the hills glowing and there's
Yeah.
just ashes falling raining down and everything's sooty and
yeah.
yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, but I can't think of any like actual like storm that we've.
We don't
We
have
don't
that
have
here.
hurricanes here. Supposedly we had a hurricane last year. It was bullshit. Well, I shouldn't say that
No.
because there was major flooding
That's
in
true. I
certain
forgot
parts of
last
San
year.
Diego.
I'll
but it
also
didn't
say
hit
too,
us.
like people acted disappointed that like that was it. It's like aren't we happy this was it? Like
we see
wanted more
hurricanes
than
on TV all the time, and then a hurricane hadn't hit San Diego since like 1852. So people had these like 1850s, the Kraken of the ocean, like this thing from legend was going to come hit San Diego, and then it was like, well, yeah, it was a storm.
Yeah, I just felt like a lot of people were like, "Thanks a lot." Like, what do you mean, thanks a lot?
Yeah,
Like,
it still
I think
flooded
this
hundreds of homes.
This is probably good news that houses didn't get blown away.
Yeah,
Like, what are
yeah.
you talking
I
about?
was-
Why are you acting disappointed?
I was disappointed. I'll tell
Why?
you. I'll tell you why. Because everyone called out of work that day,
yeah.
and it was drizzling, and it was like we got shit to do.
Cool.
So I'm sitting there going like, guys, what are we doing?
We
little
supposed to
drizzle?
film Dragon Ball that day, and
that what it was?
we can't be
Yeah.
out in the park when there's like a fucking storm. It was just a light drizzle. We could. It didn't match up.
You
Couldn't
can't
do it.
film a video in the rain in the
Yeah.
park.
We weren't filming that day. We had stuff to do here.
Oh, who do I believe?
Me.
Sean or Rocco?
well, wait, I
yeah.
came
Who
in.
has a better memory? Let's
You came in?
Let's do a debate.
I definitely didn't take off that day if it was just drizzling.
It was a weekend.
Well, then
I'm
yeah,
sure
of
of it.
course.
I'm sure of it.
I think that's what it was. I think actually it was that we called out of the podcast.
Oh yeah, it was a Sunday.
So we did. Everyone at home got denied.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
So how do you feel,
Yeah.
viewers at home?
that's
You happy
just-
about that?
Mm.
You missed out on a great show.
any chance to skimp out on that? You know.
What?
Oh, sorry,
Mm.
Johnny. Edit that out on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Rocco, any storm or natural disaster or nature's fucking with you stories?
The only thing that I have a memory of, it was the fires in 2003 were really, really scary. And I remember at the time, I really got into, I mean, this might blow your guys' mind. This is a shock, but I was really into Real Big Fish that year.
Oh, wow.
And
Boy,
I know you never heard it in my car
No.
or the Matrix soundtrack,
Mhm.
but so I kept playing the song. They have a song called Down in Flames, and I was playing that a lot just to like not be scared because I could see fire over the hillside.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And
Wouldn't that make you more scared?
no, it's it's
Down
like
in flames.
I subscribe to the theory that it's like when there's turbulence on a flight, I'll put on like metal just to like.
Oh, I do that.
Well, let's just get into it because it's not going away.
Yeah, I'm
I can't-
leaning into this.
Yeah,
I see that.
Same mentality. But my memory of it is just my brother, was just like a teen at that point, and the memory of him that I will always bring up, like if he has a wedding and I can give a speech, this is getting brought up, is that he sat in the driveway with a Morning Star that he bought.
I remember that.
He bought it at like some fair.
Yes, I
there's like
remember
fairs
that.
that go around. You could buy illegal weapons at
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
He had a Morning Star, a medieval one that he spent all his money on. And he sat in the chair and like the ball and chain, whatever, spiked ball, hit the ground, and he just sat there like, yeah, bring that fire here. It was like, are you gonna fight it? What is your plan?
Fight the flames.
But he was just like, no, fire's not coming this way. It was just the energy.
I will strike thee.
Yeah, he was just like, fire's not touching our house. Stay there.
Not
And
on
sure
my
enough,
watch.
Fuck away.
sure enough, it was. We saw it across the way. It stopped there. So
Yeah, I
maybe,
saw Dominic said,
Dude.
Oh, sorry about that.
oh, we're not.
Sorry,
going,
sir.
Yeah, we're not going in for that.
The Flame said, "Oh, this guy's Y2K based. Better stay the fuck away."
Yeah, I remember the first fire in Santee where we grew up. My earliest memory was like 1993. There were always fires in Santee.
Yeah.
They got worse over time.
Yeah.
But I remember being like in 3rd grade and we had to evacuate our house because the hill behind it was on fire. And then eventually we tried to go back to it because it was calming down. And I remember the cops had set up like barricades and they were checking the IDs of everybody coming in to
Oh wow.
validate your address. Like
For
no
looters.
looky-loos. Nobody's
Yeah.
allowed to come up here unless you live up here.
Well, and looting is a problem too.
Oh, and looting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That kind of
I
shit
wouldn't have even
happened.
thought about that.
During, I remember hearing reports and stuff during several of those fires, and the 2003 one and stuff. It was like during the aftermath, people were going back and looting half burnt down structures, and
That's
a lot of people though were also going through and like trying to free animals because there was a lot of horses and
yeah,
stuff that were pinned in. And
I remember it must have been the late 90s, early 2000s. I was in high school. But I remember like the hill behind the high school was on fire, but that would lead to my house. So we had to evacuate. And I remember thinking like, well, my house could burn down. That would suck. But so would my high school. That would also be gone. So that would be kind of rad. I remember having the
Yeah.
thought like, well.
Double-edged sword here.
Well,
what would happen? Wouldn't have to go to school tomorrow.
that was like my dumb logic of like, I guess school's just done for me. I guess I'm
I
just done
feel-
with school forever.
I feel like it would have been much worse, right? Like your high school burns down, so then it would be like you got to schlep to some other school.
It would have been
and
a terrible situation,
right?
but my dumb like freshman
Yeah.
was like, oh, this would be great.
That's tomorrow's problem. Not today.
At least it's something exciting.
I'm going to
happening.
work with Dad today. Yay!
Sorry, I can't go to school because it got burned down.
Hey, Dad, I don't know what you're doing today, but I'm hanging out with you. Brendan was the one who asked that question, and Brendan, hope you're doing okay. Said he just made it through Helene and Milton.
Yeah, that's
hang in there,
God
man.
damn,
Those
that's
two.
fucking crazy.
That sucks. That sucks. I saw the video of where the Tropicana Field, where the Marlins play, and it's like destroyed. It's like so fucking.
Well,
I mean,
I
it's a
saw a
Rays play
video.
there.
I saw a video of the Tropicana Hotel, and it also
That got
was
destroyed.
destroyed.
Tropicana's having a tough time.
Man, what's cracking me up about the Tropicana Hotel,
Yeah.
like, oh, classic Vegas hotel. And then you saw all these people who have lifelong careers in Vegas and all just like, that place is a piece of shit. Rest in shit. Good riddance. Ethan Embry, who was in Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah.
He was also in Vegas Vacation.
Oh.
National Lampoon's Vegas
You remember
Vacation.
he won a car.
And he posted, he's
Mr.
like, yeah, hey,
Papadopoulos.
he's like, I lived in the Tropicana for 4 months.
Ugh.
That good riddance. That place fucking sucked. It was like, damn. So
Was it-
it was.
What are they going to build there?
I
Another-
can't remember.
Because I thought they were saying they're going to build a stadium for the Oakland A's or now the
Yeah.
Las Vegas A's, but that can't be right on the strip.
Oh, I
That's
know.
crazy.
Boom.
What?
They had the pyramid, right? Now they got the sphere. Fucking cube.
Oh.
Oh.
rectangle.
It'll be like the new Holy Land. Come pay homage to the cube. It's like a black obelisk. You two could fucking play inside.
The cylinder. The line.
Oh, something, another
line.
geometric
That's cool.
shape.
Mhm.
And it should look like you pass through it. Like there's just a line, and then people walk, but then you don't see them pass. Once they pass it, they're gone.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't know. You could make
Mirrors.
or LED, and it shows what's behind it, so it looks invisible. You know what I mean? And they walk through. Oh, they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do it in Harry Potter land. They could do it there.
I'm still waiting for them to build the 4-story Michael Jackson robot that wanders the desert and blows flames.
Yeah, I don't
in
think
the
that's
air.
happening.
Any
They
day
lost
now.
funding or what?
Yeah, I think I may have lost some funding.
I think after the Neverland documentary, they just lost interest.
Yeah, but with everything we know about P. Diddy now, don't we look back on Michael and say, oh, he
Fondly.
was framed.
Oh, at least he.
They framed his ass.
I don't even know how to finish that.
Yeah,
sentence.
you know what?
At least he made
Don't
Thriller.
save him.
At least he made Thriller.
Don't save
What
MJ,
did
but that
Diddy do?
golden voice.
I've been gone. Diddy did what?
It's still not
Oh,
confirmed. We don't. Something with oil.
Will Smith did what at the Oscars?
It's an OPEC thing, something with oil. Yeah.
Did you
with
actually?
oil,
Did
yeah.
you see with the Diddy thing that they, there was the news story? They found 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his
Yeah.
place, and then his defendant or his
defense?
lawyer,
They
or
said he got
whatever,
it at Kirkland.
Yeah, it was like, I went to Costco.
And Kirkland was
they-
like, we don't sell that.
Yeah, yeah. They immediately were like, yeah, we don't sell that product.
Fuck you.
How do you buy that much?
He tried to do the Jared defense. Oh,
Yeah.
the Subway diet made me
always
go crazy. And Subway's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
It's their turkey.
Don't drag our name.
They're
into this.
turkey subs. It doesn't make you do that.
Doesn't make
no.
you do that.
I do want to say though, man, I have not wanted Subway since that whole fiasco. I know we talked about that.
Yeah. Well,
And,
it's also expensive.
and just in general, Subway became like this $15
Yeah.
shit. It's like, nah, I don't want
Johnny?
this shit. Oh, no. I'm giving an example. I'm not complaining. I was complaining. But man, we got that once during our tour,
Yeah.
like a year ago. And I'm still thinking of it. It's been a year.
Subway?
I'm still going.
Subway?
I'm like, damn, that Italian BMT. I hadn't had that in a decade. That
Yeah.
thing hit. That thing hit. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, maybe once a year I'll go.
I hated
That way
making-
I don't
It's a
get.
convenience.
The Italian BMT was my least favorite sandwich to make
Oh, really?
back in the day because there's so much meat. You got to keep it
Yeah.
adds so much. My favorite was the cold cut trio because that was already prepackaged. You just
Yeah. Easy.
take that paper and lay it on there and you're done.
Oh, so you're lazy.
Yeah.
That's not sandwich artist material. I don't think we want to be
Oh,
hiring.
sorry. Okay, well, let's go back to 2002 and I'll quit.
I'm just saying.
You have
Maybe
passion.
once a year. Maybe once a year it's kind of good. And then having it that infrequently, you won't get all horny for sex crimes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
smart.
We have another one here, and it says, well, this one, I don't know. It says, can Sean please go on a 30-minute rant about the Padres?
Okay.
Oh, I'm good.
Well, here's the thing.
How was last night's game?
last night? They didn't play. Thank God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Two nights ago.
Not great. So this is, let me catch everyone up real quick. Dodgers have won 2 games. Padres have won 2 games. We have one more game tonight. Winner goes on to face the Mets for the National League Championship Series. Loser goes home.
Padres go home.
To
And the
say
Mets are
that
gonna-
I'm stressed out about it, I am not good at postseason baseball because the Padres make the postseason so infrequently. Now it's gotten better since 2000. It has.
Sure.
But it's been 2020, not 2000. It's stressful. I didn't realize how stressful it would be. And so I'm at these watch parties or I'm at just the house and I just am just this ball of like nerves about baseball. And usually I watch baseball to relax and just to
Have a
like,
drink. Do a shot.
no,
Jesus.
dude, no.
This literally, what you're describing does not make sense to me.
yeah.
A man of 39 years old, I've
Yeah.
spent my whole life in San Diego.
Yeah.
The Padres have never won.
That's why
Yeah, I would say
that's
just
what I'm
accept that.
invested in.
At this point, why would you even entertain the thought that the Padres are going anywhere?
because it could happen.
And then it would just be a happy surprise.
A lot of things could happen.
Right. But that's
But you know it's likely to not happen just based on what history has told us.
well, what history has told us is not now. Like that's the past. Different team. We have a good team now. It's just the fact that like So Dodgers are a very good team. A very good team. They spent over $1 billion on the offseason.
See, you're rationalizing.
Hololive.
You're rationalizing yourself into being stressed. You're trying to convince yourself of something that goes against what has been proven to be the more likely thing to happen.
Yeah. Well,
Wouldn't it just be easier to be like, yeah, they're probably not going to make it, and then you just watch?
And then it's fun.
I
I'm
would,
doing better than I thought.
and that's the thing is that's what I was getting at. It was like, yeah, with these postseason games, like I'm trying to get into the mindset to have fun, because that is why I watch baseball, is to have fun, because I love baseball so much. And right now, especially like this, an elimination game either way, and it's in LA. And last time we were in LA, the fans started throwing trash at the players, and like it's fucking crazy.
Death by Dookie.
You're worried about your boys.
I just love watching the Padres play baseball, and I just don't want it to stop. So I'm like really hoping they win so they can play the Mets, and then
win.
And right
'cause
now,
no one loses against the Mets.
they do, many people do, because the Mets right now they moved on.
So how did that happen? That's like the Padres,
because
once in a lifetime.
it's the Mets have a lot of money. They spend a lot of money on their team.
Same with the Dodgers.
So I've been talking to Johnny's dad through Johnny, being like, hey, because Johnny's dad especially is a Mets fan. So I'm like asking like, hey, would you rather the Mets play the Padres or the Dodgers? Like just trying to see what he thinks, you know. I'm just curious.
And he's like, the Padres, because they suck. We have a better chance of winning.
He didn't
against the
say
Padres.
that.
He didn't.
No. Johnny, what did he say? Do you remember?
I don't think he'll say a team sucks like that, but
Yeah, well, I think he basically said like both teams are good. So which is nice. It's nice that San Diego is like considered good right now. It's
You know
nice.
what I think? Having fun watching the games.
Yeah.
That's what's in.
Oh.
That's what's in.
Oh, he just jinxed it.
Padres beating the Dodgers in game 5. That's what's in. That's what's in.
Those guys have no one's heard a word from them.
They hide.
They have been
Yeah,
like
the MLB
shunned.
took him out.
They've been
They were
shunned.
like, yeah, you were a bad luck charm.
Yeah.
The Epstein.
Yeah. What really this boils down to me is our owner, who usually people hate sports owners. Peter Seiler was an owner that everyone loved.
He died.
And he died in the offseason. And everyone is like, yo, we want to win this for Peter. Like this, he spent so much of his money on this team to get this team where it is. Like I want it so bad for him.
Yeah.
You know,
That'd be the Cinderella story.
I'm not even wearing my Padres hat today because last
jinx.
3 times I've worn it, we've lost.
You're getting into
Yeah,
the
you're the
fucking
one- you're
I
the one
know,
jinxing?
fucking it
dude.
up.
I
Okay.
know. It's stupid.
You're
It's stupid.
stepping over.
It's stupid.
You're stepping over
It's stupid.
fandom. Now you are
I got my
entering.
shirt on, though.
You're entering the realm of like, if I don't wear my lucky underwear,
It's not.
Then they don't go to the
I
playoff,
fully
and like, wow.
I fully admit that I have zero control.
Can we get
over
a
anything.
camera on me? And Rocco, feel free to join me in
Okay.
this if you want. Padres, I curse you.
Yeah.
Ah!
Well, why would you do that? To
I
me?
ban you from winning tonight. Oh, Somenos.
Six Semper Tyrannis.
Dodgers, get all my energy.
It's an upside down cross.
Dodgers take my winning energy. Padres, you've been cast down to the loser's realm.
Okay, so, but why would you do that?
Satanus.
Because I'm your
if we got the
friend.
power.
What you don't care. But why would you want me to be
Sean,
sad?
well, let me just ask
Why
you.
would you do that?
How much good?
I want to demonstrate my power. That's why.
and can I just ask the question? How much good luck did you wish on me to win Serpentera at the auction?
All the good luck. I want that for you.
All the good luck. Did everyone else see all the good luck on camera?
dude. I heard-
I saw a lot of laughing.
I saw
So-
I saw Jason David Frank outbid you, dude.
Yeah, who's in the outer realm. He's with King Kai training to bid faster.
No.
Someone on
no.
YouTube. Can I just say real quick?
This is what I was referencing.
Not to bring up Power Rangers again, but
this was the
they
funniest thing.
They tweeted the auction and then it
Sean,
got
we're talking about Power Rangers.
I'm-
just real quick. They tweeted out the auction and then a guy responded, "Yeah, I bet JDF wants all this."
Yeah.
and a guy responded, "Dead, bro."
His response is crazy.
He responded,
It's
Nah, the
crazy.
franchise is just being put on hold, but it's coming back."
Well, he did die because the green candle was put out, and as you know, Serpentera might be bringing him back. And
Like he
Hasbro-
responded 10
it's
more
like
times.
he's in lore thinking
Yeah.
the Green Ranger's
He
dead. It's
responded
like,
10 more times in lore, and everyone's like, I'm looking at your account and I think you're not joking.
Let him find out.
All right.
Let him Google
That's
it.
all. It was funny. Anyway,
Yeah.
Padres will lose.
Anyways,
I
Don't say
curse,
that.
I curse
Come
the
on.
Padres because I don't think the superstition will affect it.
Yeah.
It won't. No, I understand that. But
I have faith.
I will say
Keep it.
that
You're supposed to.
I have faith in the friar. He's a holy
Faith in
man.
the justice
what
system.
I'm
Let
gonna
Sean
say,
talk.
What I'm going to say is that if the Padres do find a way to win and we do advance, I will do everything I can to make do a watch party stream for one of the games coming up. If they do play one more game, besides
do that?
What are you laughing at?
Let Sean talk.
Oh,
Let him talk. I don't know why that
a
got me.
playoff.
Well,
stream?
I can't
Shut up.
I can't show the
Let him
thing,
talk.
but I can I'll film myself watching it and they could watch the game on like another
Yeah,
how we
yeah.
do the Apple events.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
sync it up 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you should
but
do that.
I will do that if the Padres do advance and one of the games is against the Mets. I'll try to make that happen.
Okay, hell yeah.
That's the
How
plan.
many are going to be in that series
What?
of Mets versus
It-
Padres?
If we
we
make
advance.
it, it's best out of 7. So you got to win 4. At least
Okay.
so at least 4.
Okay, so you got some chances.
I do want to say that was I think I probably brought this up on an older show, but that was a big fight that my parents had with they had friends when they were younger. I mean, I was younger too. And they'd go over the house, watch the game and stuff. And that was a big point of contention because they would always, this other family that we'd go to their house, they would wear a bunch of crazy shit. Like, oh, they always win when I wear this. And I remember my dad went, "You think you have this much influence over the universe?" And they fought over it.
Oh, they did.
And he was like, "I did not think that was going to be an argument." They
Because-
took it really serious.
Because my thing is, I know literally my wearing a different hat matters couldn't be less than 0.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
I know, but
Or
it's part of the.
Simpson.
It's
But
part
I
of the
also
experience of
know
watching
that the
game.
last 3 times they've won, I have worn this hat, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear it and
I
hope for the
get it.
best.
I get
You're
it.
not alone.
No, I know.
This is very common.
But
Now,
yeah,
if
my
I-
dad was like, "Why are you doing this?"
Now
And
the
they really
players
got mad.
who have superstitions, okay, you're playing in the game. Like if you feel like
Yeah.
you're gonna do better, you affect.
you
it.
could influence it. Yeah.
Well, like when I played hockey, I never washed my jockstrap.
Did you really not do that?
Well, it would be bad luck to do that.
You can't be serious.
That is.
Did you wear a jockstrap into hockey?
Well, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
You have to have a cup.
I wore a cup.
You know
but
what
never
though?
a jockstrap.
After a
How do
certain
you put
amount
the
of
cup in
time,
without a jock strap?
I guess the baseball pants I had just had like a place built in
Yeah.
for that to
that's
shove
what I was
it
going to
in.
say. After a certain amount of
freeballing the
time,
cup?
I cut the jockstrap and sewed it into my hockey pants.
Oh,
So then it
yeah.
was just like, all right, it's in there. And then, yeah, technically, I never washed it.
Well, there you go.
If you want to get technical about it.
if you really want to get, by the way, earlier you said "Death by Dookie," and that should be a Ben and Jerry's flavor. I just want to say that. It has all the best stuff, but
Who's gonna
the best flavor ever. But you're gonna you'll shit your pants.
Yeah.
There's
What
lard.
if
They put a lot of fiber in it.
Yeah, so it's good for you, but
Ex- Extra
Like 4
lactose
scoops
if you're
of,
intolerant.
Yeah, Metamucil is in there.
Death by
Oh,
Dookie. It's got
boy.
Alexander the Great on the cover.
Ooh.
He didn't die by Dookie.
I
he
thought
did.
he did. He drank a lot from a river
I
that
thought he
made him
did.
sick. I thought
Dysentery.
Yeah.
he was Dysentery Gary. That's where they
I
got the
don't think
name.
so.
I was always under the assumption that he died shitting himself.
I'm going to consult the Iron Maiden track.
Now, what a way. Like if your name is Alexander the Great and all the things that he's done and then he's remembered for shitting himself to death, it's a tough way to go.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
like-
I mean, I think about that when Richard Gere goes.
If he shits himself to death.
No, it's just going to be like, yeah, remember the gerbil?
Alexander the Great most likely died from an infectious disease like malaria or typhoid fever based on historical accounts describing symptoms like chills, sweats, and high fever. However, the exact cause of death remains uncertain due to lack of definitive medical information from that era.
So he
Okay.
didn't have
I just remember I took in high school. In high school, I took AP European history, and there were a lot of old texts and stuff that were like, yeah, it kind of hints he might have been shitting a lot when this happened. So I always thought that was funny. Like, the one rumor about Alexander the Great, he may have
I
been
had heard
shitting.
that his best friend had died in combat and he just kind of became depressed and stopped taking care of himself.
Oh.
Drinking a lot and then died under mysterious
Yeah.
circumstances.
It's crazy when you try to look up factual evidence from something that long ago. It's like, well, there's no evidence.
356 BC.
Yeah.
Look it up
Yeah.
on YouTube.
It's like, and who knows when it was carved into some stone, were they exaggerating? Like
Yeah,
I
they
do
mean a
when I
little-
type on my tweet, you know,
This
I
little
exaggerate the
shit.
fuck out of stuff.
He drank a bunch of shit from the river.
Yeah, this little
dumbass.
Alex motherfucker.
Hey,
Anybody know how old he was when he died?
Alexander the Great, I'm just going to guess.
30?
32 is what I'm guessing.
22.
22?
What the fuck?
Damn.
He was only
He
22?
conquered the world by 22.
That's why he's
fucked.
Alexander the Great, bro.
God.
pretty great.
Damn.
22?
I'm just gonna be. I'm fucking Edward the Less over
They
here.
made that anime based off him.
Huh.
They said when Julius Caesar found out Alexander the Great's age, he cried.
Damn.
He cried because he did so much at 22. I've done nothing.
He's like, I gotta hustle more.
Yeah, I know he did.
Brutus, help me out with this.
Dude.
Wait, what's that you got? Oh.
Oh shit.
Can
I
you,
did-
you know what'd be sick? If you could go back in time and bring Julius Caesar and show him Caesar's palace in Las Vegas. Like, you won't believe this shit. Check this out.
Check this
Yeah,
out.
you
You're
like
gonna-
what you got now? Check
Running
this
water.
out.
You're gonna love
He'd be
this.
like, hey, check it. See these cards? Yeah, call that number.
Yeah. He'd be like, I have only seen several of these.
Oh, Sean's laughing over there.
Just for some reason, you going like this.
Yeah, check this out.
Like, that's like, I just hooked you up.
Check
the
that
symbol.
out.
Yeah.
Caesar.
Yo, C's, CDs. Hey, could I take a second? I want to take a second and say thanks to everyone for watching. If you like our show, if you like what we do and you want to see it continue, I really encourage you to support Mega64. And one of the best ways is go to shop.mega64.com because we got not only the best apparel, but also we got Blu-rays of our work, countless hours of shit you can pick up. But today I'm going to push you to, we put up the Hardcore Gamist collection. Are you hardcore gaming enough? Well, find out. We got the Gamers' Rights shirt. People have been asking for
they've
that to
been
come back
begging.
forever. Well, all summer. Our shirt and stickers for our Doug Hugg'em game that we put out earlier this year, which, by the way, if you never played it,
Oh, yeah, you can play that game.
still available.
It's still up. You could play it for free on our website. We've got Scrunt shorts. We've got Virtual Boys, long sleeve, Scrunt keychain. We've got all kinds of stuff. Go check it out. Shop.mega64.com and pick something up for you. It's all in stock, ready to ship. Well, it's unlimited stock because it's supply that we brought back from our summer cons. So there is not a lot. So pick that up. And as always, patreon.com/mega64 is another great way to get in the community. We've been taking questions from the Patreon like every show, but especially today. And also we put up our movie club show, all kinds of stuff. Sean's Record Club, Friend Dimension.
Yeah, I just put up one this morning, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Meg and I, we made a gigantic Homer standee for Sawyer's birthday party. I want to see if I can make. I didn't know how to make it, so
You guys are
watched me
spouting on the Friend Dimension?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. But yeah, it's a super fun time. So
We've also been reviewing anime movies this past month, and we just did the first Slam Dunk. And the previous week we did Mind Game, but you could see our deep dive on the first Slam Dunk. That's up now. But we don't know what to do this next week because we announced our next movie was going to be Wolf Children.
yep.
Which I heard I haven't seen it, but I heard was really emotional. I was like, Sean, we got to watch a tearjerker.
That's
Yeah.
a classic.
I mean,
Have
Oh,
you,
yeah?
have you
Have you
actually
seen
seen it?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I regret to inform everyone, it's nowhere.
I have it on Blu-ray. I'll let
do
you borrow
you
it.
do?
Oh, you saved the day.
nice.
Because
Yeah.
honestly, I was like, you can't rent it anywhere.
This
you
sucks,
can't
dude.
sub to any service
Yeah.
to watch it. There's zero way to watch this movie. You
I
cannot
think
do it.
it was a Funimation license, and I think it fell between the cracks when they got bought by Crunchyroll and all that. It is literally nowhere to watch.
Yeah, it was
at
like
all.
really popular in like 2017.
Yeah. Well, I still think maybe we want to change it because I don't know if anyone at home can watch it. Maybe they've already seen it, but if they're like, oh, let me watch along, or they're encouraged to watch it after, there's no way.
No, I
So
think you should watch it. It's a rare film now.
Well, what about it
No
being
special access.
deep into October and you guys haven't gone down the horror
Yeah,
road?
We're
what's
going
up
to.
with that?
We're going
what's
to.
Up? What, you got like 2 weeks left.
Yeah, we know.
What
That's
are you
only
gonna
2
watch?
movies.
We don't know.
Well, remember I said I wanted to watch The Crow with you
I
guys.
do remember that. Yeah. So
I suggested Fright Night up front, but then we should do The Crow after that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do it.
I think you guys got to watch something fucked up and really scary.
oh,
Yeah.
Terrifier 3.
I already watched Mind Game.
You
That
should
was-
watch Terrifier 3.
Yeah, we've seen two.
I think that'd be fun to do on there.
I don't think so. I'm not into that.
How much of Terrifier 2 did you pay attention to?
About 35 seconds.
Yeah.
And
Did
I
you even
was
get to the part with the bleach?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that
And the
part.
salt? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
The
Okay.
I mean, I looked up. I was listening to a podcast in the tour van when you guys were watching Terrifier 2.
Mhm.
And I was like looking out the window. And then at one point I looked up and I saw that. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Went back to the.
yeah. Very cool practical effects in the movie. Like I'm not a huge gore guy, but it was like I'm enjoying the practical effects side of it. Like, how'd you do that? That's cool. But that movie felt 7.5 hours. It felt
Oh, it
like
was long.
it felt like we were watching it the whole tour.
And
It's
isn't
like,
the
is this over?
isn't the new one, Terrifier 3, even longer?
I'm hearing it's longer.
What?
So that was
No.
actually, I kept hearing this has the most fucked gore I've ever seen. Like the people were leaving the theater in droves. And that didn't even upset me as much as, yeah, it's a little longer than the second one. I was like, nope.
I love that the production during these like early screenings, these like festivals that it's playing at right now, they give out barf bags.
They do?
There's
Yeah.
like Terrifier 3 branded
Ooh,
barf
I want a
bags.
barf bag.
I
Yeah, that'd
know,
be a
how
cool
cool.
Cool
Barf in it.
accessory.
Cool
Thanks,
promo
Uncle
merch.
Creepy.
Damn,
Thanks for
that's,
hooking that up.
that's wild.
Hey, speaking of horror movies, I had a chance to go see The Substance last week.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you
And
about this. I've been hearing
Garrett,
about
I
it.
know you saw The Substance
Yeah.
recently, and
Yeah.
we could chop it up a little bit. The Substance is a Demi Moore horror film. People are saying like, "Oh, this is the best Demi Moore movie ever," which I guess might technically be true because what's another Demi Moore movie?
Striptease?
Dude, Ghost. You
G.I.
can't,
Jane.
Oh,
you
Ghost.
can't argue
You just named
Ghost.
3 shit films. Yeah,
No,
Ghost,
Ghost is
I like
and
Ghost.
G.I.
fantastic,
Jane.
dude.
Fantastic.
Ghost is a fantastic.
I've never
movie.
seen
What they're
I like
making the
Ghost.
pot?
Yes, dude. Whoopi Goldberg. That movie's funny too.
Yeah, Ghost.
Ghost is a good movie.
Derek, you lost on the Ghost one.
I think I like Ghost Dad better than Ghost.
Oh,
I'll be real with you.
I ain't talking Sister Act. I'm talking Ghost.
yeah.
Ghost Dad's pretty good too.
Ghost Dad never got a Blu-ray, and I don't think it's getting one now.
Dude,
Yeah, I don't know what the hang up is or what the hold up is.
I have a hard drive from an old cable box
Oh, yeah.
that
With Ghost Dad on it?
I extracted Ghost Dad in 1080p because it was like dead media.
I remember
Oh, you got to
specifically-
give that to me.
I remember specifically, this was
What?
like 15 years ago.
yeah.
That in the middle of the, we were doing
Dude,
something.
I'll make a bootleg VHS with like "fuck Ghost Dad" all over the cover.
I'll
This
find it.
guy's a criminal.
we
Stay dead.
we were working on something. Again, this was like 15, 16 years ago, and we were doing something. I was at Garrett's house, and I got a text from Chaz. People at home may remember him.
Yeah.
He played Trigger Serious in version 1 and 2.
Chun Li as well.
But he messaged, dude, Ghost Dad is playing on Cox Cable, this channel. It was like the free channel. It was like channel 4 or something.
Yeah.
And they're playing it in 1080p HD, and it's never been available anywhere in that format. It's the only place it's ever showing. It's like, how do you know all this?
Yeah, what?
But that made Garrett record it. And then I've heard about it for every
Hey,
like
for
5
real, could you extract that?
I have it on a hard drive, but it's an old IDE hard. It's like an old style hard drive.
Okay.
So I think I can like hook it up to something and get that off there.
Yeah,
get those
let's
files. off
get
there.
that.
And,
Hell
and,
yeah.
and for those who may not know the movie, because we didn't give much context, Bill Cosby
Dies.
falls
Right,
down the
that's the
stairs.
movie.
Right
and
off the
then
bat.
he's a ghost dad.
No, he crashes his car like off a bridge.
I thought he fell down the stairs.
No, the whole
He falls
beginning
through
of
the stairs.
The whole beginning of the movie, they do the bait and switch where you think he's gonna die all these different ways because it's called Ghost Dad. So you're like, all right, how's this fucker get it?
Yeah. How does Cosby get his comeuppance?
But then I think he like gets in a taxi with a fucking psychopath who like
Yeah.
crashes off a bridge and
That's how he
They
dies.
Beetlejuice it.
It's
Yeah.
been a while.
he Beetlejuices it. Because I remember he's about to get out and then the guy goes, "No, wait, your ID," and he reaches for it and he
Oh.
tips the because it's teetering on the edge of the bridge,
Yes.
and the whole thing falls off.
Um,
Yeah, I got distinct Ghost Dad memories.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like the Beetlejuice teeter-totter.
Anyways, The Substance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, I enjoyed the beginning of the movie. It's about Demi Moore plays an Oscar. Yeah, she's an Oscar-winning actress. She has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but now all these years later, she's like big in the '80s, and now she just hosts a workout fitness television show. But you know, she's kind of getting old, and she's about to lose her contract with her production company, her agent. They're just dropping her. The big thing in the movie is like women in Hollywood need to maintain their looks or else it jeopardizes their job.
Yeah.
And she's just feeling very self-conscious about that. So she signs up for this experimental beauty treatment, which is the beginning of this body horror movie.
Oh.
She takes the stuff and becomes Margaret Qualley.
Oh, she does?
Like it makes her, right? Isn't that what it is?
Oh,
I haven't
that's-
seen the movie, but
that's
that's what it is.
interesting.
I wanted to see it because I love Margaret
Yeah, me
Qualley.
too.
Because she did The Leftovers, she
Yep.
did Death Stranding. Like
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
She picks all my favorite shit.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, so that was actually what encouraged me. I was like,
Well,
I should see this.
You see a lot of her.
I wasn't going to spoil the movie
Nope.
or give away any plot points, but yeah, there is a
Okay.
lot of nudity in there.
Mm.
So you may not be a Margaret Qualley fan after this because you'd be like,
Oh,
too
shit.
much.
I saw what she ate
Oh,
for
man.
dinner last night.
What are you
Camera was so close.
What are you talking about?
What
What does that mean?
I don't think you actually see butthole.
Whoa, is that what you're saying?
That's
Okay,
what
now
I was
we're getting-
alluding
now we're getting
to.
spoilers.
That's what I was alluding to. Sean.
Yeah, spoiler what you don't
The trailer, I'm just saying what I saw in the trailer.
But the body horror is like good, and the practical effects are really good. I think is it Dennis Quaid who plays?
Yeah.
He's great as the like network executive, the
Kind
typical
of
man.
hound dog.
Vince McMahon. He to me, I was watching, I was just going like, holy shit, this is what it must have been like to have dinner with Vince McMahon. Eating shrimp.
I don't think it's as bad as Vince McMahon, but I think he kind of represent. I mean, his character's name is Harvey.
Oh, there you go.
You know.
Miramax.
He represents kind of this slimy Hollywood older guy stereotype. The movie I thought was very interesting in that it played into these, you're only valued for your looks in Hollywood, and there's so much people who are trying to capitalize off of your looks, and especially the way like beautiful women are treated by men who fall all over them, and then older women are kind of just like cast aside. All of that commentary was very interesting. The third act of the movie is so fucking weird. I personally was like, I don't need this. It got so weird.
This is it's a horror movie or just a movie?
Well, it's marketed as
Walks
a
that
horror
line.
movie. I don't know. It's
Pretty gory.
It's a gory movie, but it's almost like a Cronenberg movie.
Yeah, it totally
Okay.
reminded
I'm
me of
so-
Cronenberg.
I'm going to watch this.
If it's a body horror movie, so like how The Fly, Jeff Goldblum turns into a human fly, or like
Yeah.
Scanners, in that movie you see guys' heads exploding, and technically it's a horror movie, but it's also kind of just like a weird, gross sci-fi movie in a way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like a hyper version of, America in Los Angeles. It's
Yeah.
like so exaggerated Hollywood lifestyle, even in the aesthetic and the shots of like her apartment and their dance studio and stuff. It's very stylized, the film.
Ultimately, though, I don't know if I really liked it.
Okay.
I think I enjoyed it as it started, and as it went through Act 2, I was with it. But as it continued to move on, I just kind of felt like it just kind of like lost steam to me. It kind of like ran out of things to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if that concept could really sustain. It's like a 2-hour and 15-minute movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I feel that way about, where I'm like, great concept, but it can't fill that.
It didn't sustain for me. And I'm sure other people out there would disagree, and that's fine. But that was just like my take on it.
Yeah. It has a hell of a finale. I will say that. But I kind of,
Did you like the finale?
yeah, I did.
I didn't like it.
It reminded me of the remake they did of Suspiria not too long ago.
You said that.
Yeah, with what's her name? I can't remember. Another like super
Madam
cute
Web.
actress. Anyway, the thing that I kind of felt like, oh, maybe the plot's kind of like getting loose here is like they're the same person, right? Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley. And like that's really kind of laid out in the beginning of the movie. Like you take the substance, like this thing's gonna happen, but like you're the same, you guys are the same person. So you gotta kind of, your minds are the same. You gotta get along and this and that. And that starts to kind of like unravel towards the end where it's like, yo, are they the fucking same person? Like, I don't fucking, they're certainly making decisions I wouldn't make if I knew the
if you haven't seen the movie, this is probably confusing to you.
It definitely is.
But yeah, I agree. They kind of set up this rule at the beginning of the movie, and then towards the end of the movie, I'm questioning like, well, is that rule really in place? Because what you're showing me right now makes me question if that is actually the fact. So
Yeah.
it kind of almost broke its own rules that it
That's
set
weird.
up.
But I like it broke its rules in a way, but then it came back to him in certain scenes where you see Demi Moore really getting angry at herself, slapping herself in the face. because she knows it's like, oh, the actions that this other person are doing are actually my actions. Why am I being so stupid? You know, and she's like hitting herself.
Yeah.
The movie's it's
It's interesting. It's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah. It's out there, like Longlegs is out there. It was one of those where
it's out there, like it's out there.
It's out
like
there.
it's weird.
And it's weird, and I didn't really go, I think I immediately loved that, but I found myself thinking about it like a week later. I'm still like,
That's usually a sign that.
I would like to see that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So The Substance, it's out now. Check it out.
All right, I'm seeing it, and I'll let you know.
Cool.
Okay.
If I'll be the definitive final vote on
Yeah.
if the ending was good.
Okay.
To split the tie, or
Okay.
it's not a tie.
Yeah.
Well, I think, we have a lot to do here. We're planning for Halloween Health
Yes.
Festival. So maybe we want to wrap up this episode. I know it's a little bit shorter than we usually do. But let's
we got a lot going on.
let's move into the after show for a little bit. And to everybody else out there, we will say enjoy your weekend. And Halloween Health Festival is October 26th. It's a Saturday. Mark your
Yes.
calendar starting at noon. Visit shop.mega64.com if you want to support this show. Subscribe to us on Patreon if you want to give us some topics to talk about. We really appreciate everybody who suggested something. There were so many. We had 50 topics suggested today. We tried our best to get through as many as we could, but we are long-winded sometimes. So, we'll get to it next week.
Hey, could I just say, give one shout out before we go, just real quick?
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out. People are always asking, what's going on with Tenga.
Yeah.
We are still in communication with Tenga. In fact, you'll hear a lot more about them very soon.
Oh.
But I want to give a shout out to them because they once again, they did this last year.
No.
What?
No way.
The Tenga Advent Calendar.
Heyo.
Hallelujah.
Another holiday season. And they have made the season bright, just like before.
Wow.
I want to give a shout out every day of December.
Oh, Tannenbaum.
After November,
What's,
what happened
what's
to
up
the
with that one?
6th?
Why is one already open, Rocco?
Hello.
No, I didn't.
Wait, no, Rocco just opened that.
No, that's December 6th.
How long has this
Why
been
is-
in the studio?
It's not even December 6th.
Kevin.
Isn't
Meg!
that D-Day?
Yo,
Or
Meg,
is that
what's
7th?
up?
That 7th?
We can end the.
Did you
thing.
pick
Hold
this
on.
up from
Thank you,
the-
Tenga.
Wait a
Box,
second. Before
man?
we go, I want to say that a lot of people out there know that I've been working on a comic book for 2 years, Phobia, my horror anthology. We're about to go to print.
Yeah.
I did put it up for pre-order. If anybody didn't have a chance to support it on Kickstarter, you can still grab a copy. Go to Phobia Horror Comic on Instagram or follow me, Dedrick Acosta, on Instagram. Look me up on Twitter. There are links there that go to, or you can go to phobiahorrorcomic.com and find the pre-order link to pick up a copy for yourself if you're interested. And if you do, I appreciate it. I'm happy to get it out there.
That's great, but what does that have to do with this? Like, are these connected? I'm just wondering what the connection is.
Well, there's a
My
whole
question.
story in there about like a Tenga, but it's really an alien monster. It's kind of
It's
like
like
an
Tenga
alien
with teeth.
egg,
Okay.
but it waits until you do your thing. And then
Tenga
it-
dentata.
instead of a face burster, it's the ball burster.
Oh,
No, that's not true. That's not in there,
Wow.
but it is 160 something pages, 17 stories, all written by me and all different artists from around the world. Phobia
Amazing.
Volume 1,
Very cool.
phobiahorrorcomic.com. Check it out.
Okay.
And thanks for watching.
Johnny?
Did you take the Tenga, Johnny?
Okay, someone
Someone here better.
Johnny-
someone fucked an egg. I'll
Johnny,
just say it.
fade to who you think took the Tenga. The Tenga. Who do you think did that?
Turn the fucking show
Me
off.
too, Johnny. Me too.
Turn the
Yeah.
fucking show off.